Hi, within this lecture, we're going to see how to crack a WEP password when we don't have enough traffic going on inside of that router. And we know how to get ourselves authenticated to those networks, but we don't know how to inject some fake traffic. And we're going to learn that in this lecture as well. As you can see, I don't have any Wi-Fi connected at this point because I'm going to put my Wi-Fi card to monitor mode anyway, so I'm running airmon and gstart wlan o, and it will just change my interface name to be wlan o mon. If I run iwconfig, I can confirm this. I have my wlan o mon and in mode monitor. Now I can run airdump ng, of course specifying wlan o mon. It will try to get some information from the routers around us. And of course we're going to focus on our own network, which is Pulp Fiction, which uses the WEP encryption model. So let me specify the BSS ID, and I'm doing this fast because this is like the 5th time we are doing this. Okay, this is my BSS ID, and then later on I will specify my channel to be 9, and then later on I'm going to write out a file, and I believe we have a lot of files in here, so let me delete all of this because we're going to do the same thing again. I don't need any confusion right now, so let me delete those files as well so we can start clear screen. So let me name this as ARP play, okay, ARP replay, and you will see why I call this ARP replay later on. And I have to specify my interface and hit enter. Now I'm getting information from this router, from this network, and as you can see I don't have any data going on in here. So I have some data, but it's not enough for us. It's not enough to gather some IVs. So the next thing to do is actually try to run AirPlay, okay, AirPlay ng fake authentication. So let me say fake authentication 0 for reassociation timing, and then say -a MAC address, and then say -h MAC address of our own. So let me get this MAC address from IP address, okay. Let me try to copy this from here. So this is my MAC address. Let me select this and copy this and close this down and paste it in here. And then later on, of course, we have to specify our own interface. So as you can see, I misspelled this AirPlay because I have to run AirPlay ng. So this is AirPlay ng, and now I am authenticated, so I see my own MAC address in this station column in here. So next thing to do, let me run the same command again, but I'm going to change the fake auth to be ARP replay. And this is a way to inject some packets, and rather than saying A, just say B, and you don't have to change anything else. Actually, you can just hit enter. It will try to inject some data to this network. If it does not work, you can try to fake authenticate yourself again. If it does not work, you can try to go back to manage mode and monitor mode once again in order to try this one more time. But if your Wi-Fi card supports packet injection, then this will have to work. Okay, you don't have to do anything else. And at this point, you will have to wait until data starts going up. Then you can run aircrack ng in order to crack the WEP password. So this is how it works. You only use AirPlay in order to run the fake authentication, and then ARP replay in the same terminal. Now, since this is going on, I'm going to open, but I don't see any data going up. Yeah, we lost our authentication at this moment, as you can see. Now I will try to re-authenticate myself using the same command in a third terminal. Okay, my AirPlay is going on, my AeroDump is going on. Now let me run AirPlay one more time, but I'm going to use fake authentication methods again, and I will say fake authentication, okay, and then you can say 8 or 0 in order to test some other numbers. And I'm going to copy all of this from here and paste it in here, and if I hit enter, now I can get authenticated one more time. And since AirPlay NG is running again in here, I will wait to see my data is going up, and after the data has gone up, you can just run aircrack ng within a new terminal. So you have to wait until this works for you, and then you can run aircrack ng, of course. And how do we do that? Remember, we have to say aircrack-ng, and we're going to just specify the .cap file that we have created with AeroDump. So this is now ARP replay 01, okay, ARP replay 01.cap for me. It will start to work on those IVs and try to gather our password. And of course, if you cannot find a way to inject some data, this will eventually turn out for you, because somebody is eventually going to use that internet connection. However, this is easier to do that actually. And as you can see, I now managed to find the key, and I changed the key to show you that we really cracked this time. And now I can just lose the columns here and use this as a password to connect to Wi-Fi WEP encrypted Wi-Fi network. And now, actually at this point, we are done with WEP encryption. We learned the details of WEP encryption and how to decrypt it. Now we're going to stop here, and from now on, we're going to focus on WPA encryption and how to crack those networks. And we're going to do that within the next lecture.